So, let's start over. Now this time, let's incinerate 50 hats. And we'll destroy every Christmas item in the workshop and then clock off. But we're also gonna do a yeah, we're still gonna do a really good job. So let's do our unusual method. Or I say our usual method, but you guys don't know my usual method, so... The first step is clean the area directly surrounding the bucket. Because the thing is, we're going to be trafficking this area a lot. And if we don't traffic this area a lot, it means we're not getting enough buckets. So, this creates a little safe zone for us. Where we don't have to worry about tracking blood all over the place. As soon as the bucket gets that dark red color, you're going to want to burn it. That's right, you can burn water. But I guess if you're about realism, you wouldn't be playing this game, you'd be cleaning your own room. Don't judge me. Alright. So the reason I'm recording this is because I'm genuinely interested in having videos available over the holidays. And I am really eager to spend time with my family and relax. So I'm gonna do one last huge recording session before I leave my apartment in DC. And just take the raw files with me back to Wyoming. And hopefully, once I'm there, I'll have enough material to keep you guys somewhat entertained. After all, you guys subscribed to me, humble little startup channel. And I feel like the least I can do for you guys is make sure there's a pretty decent amount of videos. Ah, soot. Soot is the worst. Feels like you can pick up so little of it before your mop just gets instantly drenched. Look at the... really... Okay, you know what? We're not going to destroy you, but we are certainly going to put you away. Well... Where would away be? I guess for now, Here, have fun over there. Alright. Well, are elves Christmas related? I'd say they are, so... At least we don't have to worry about any name tags. Okay. Thankfully, it seems that the usual undirtiness of the fireplace of the incinerator is carried over to the fireplace mechanics. Having to clean the inside of an incinerator where you're not able to see is something I'm not particularly interested in. Off you go, Jerry. That's right, you need— oh, never mind. It can get dirty. That is somewhat disappointing. Makes my job that much harder. And considering my job, we don't really need to make this harder. Goodness, look, just— yeah. Well, I already said we're doing the destroy everything Christmas related, so no presents for the children this year. Because Santa was naughty. That's how it works. No presents, no toys, no garland, certainly no Santa hats. Bye. Nope. Bye. Santa hats do not get to stay. Not after what he's done. Kids will have to get used to it after all. It's not like— I can't get rid of the garland? Well, I guess some Christmas things can stay. No toys. We established this. And certainly no bullet casings. Because, I don't know, dangerous or something. More boxes to the flames. Ooh, I cannot wait to go back to see my family. I mean, I know everyone doesn't necessarily have the best family life, but for me, family has been one of the most reliable and one of the things I'm most thankful for, let's just say that. I've obviously had run-ins with each and every member of the family, and I've certainly not exactly been the most brilliant of spawn, but they've been a great big help. I'm especially grateful now that we've left Louisiana. That place did not particularly have many good associations with me. I mean, most important to note is the fact that I'm not exactly a conformist. And while it is true that Southern hospitality is a absolutely wonderful thing, they don't tell you that Southern hospitality usually only applies to, you know, people who are just like them, or passable as normal. I was pretty much openly a nerd, and I was pretty much openly not sports or athletically interested, which sort of prevented me from fitting in most groups there. Most peer groups, I should say. And I certainly wasn't... I was certainly easier to blame for a lot of altercations in schools. Since, you know, adults love to find the easy way for things. Kids too. Everyone loves easy ways of things. Doing things the easy way. And what's easier? Punishing an entire culture of difference shaming? Or punishing the one individual who was being shamed? Let me tell you, punishing one individual? A lot easier. How do you dispose of TNT? That's the real question. Good grief. So, yeah. Not a lot's changed since my direct family moved from Louisiana to Wyoming. I mean, other than just environment. And boy, is the environment improved, let me tell you. Swamps don't got a lot to offer, especially if you don't go into the deep, you know, nature-preserved swamps. With the roseate spoonbills and great egrets and alligators and what have you. No, the real beauty of all of those, the mountains, the big open skies, the rivers, the wildlife that'll just walk right up to your back door. I mean, I'll miss the hummingbirds, but I think the hummingbirds were the only real part. Hummingbirds and a gazebo, but it's not like you can know. It's not like you can never get a gazebo. Anyway, as I was saying, wait, what's this? Le Baguette, 1896. Is this a Molotov? It's got a cloth in the top. Okay, I guess they're safe. Whatever. Maybe he was thinking about making a Molotov and just decided to drink it instead. And that's when the fire... Yeah, that happened. Note to self. Those are very much, in fact, Molotovs. Also, apparently, I can wipe down this entire tree. Yeah, no Christmas ornaments. I'm like the janitor version of the cringe. Oop. Alas. Oop. Okay. Here. Let's do it like this. No? There we go. You can remove them one, you can remove them all. There we go. Tch, that green one went far. No ornaments. I thought I was clear about this. And sure, why not? No candles either. Next thing we're gonna find out is that those are, like, explosive candles. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. That could be trouble if I can't get that one out. That one will almost certainly count against me. Oop. Ha! Got it. Physics engines can't keep me out. Now then, where was I? Difference, Wyoming being beautiful. Right. Not a lot has changed. So, Christmas traditions mostly stayed the same. They've taken slightly different shapes and such. And despite there existing a slight bit of friction between some of my family members, I like the fact that they're all there. The Arachnovoid comic, a new motorbike, a new archery set, a new 58-inch TV, a killer falcon like the one Gunter has. I'd actually like to know Gunter too now. A new stereo to make the butler mad? Oh boy, okay. Big 10 of chocolate caviars, but the red ones, not the shit purple ones you gave me last year. Very good, and have only kicked people at school this year, and the butler and that man at the carnival, but that was only one time except for the clown at my birthday fair. No. I'm the new Santa, and I say no. Mommy got me only 23 presents and a soccer field cake. I hate her. I said you were better. I want 20. Okay, nope. Steve Chubbs, you go into the flames too. Final notice, Mr. Claus. The atrocious conditions of which you force upon our elven brethren must cease immediately. Well, it did cease immediately. It did cease immediately and ceased very suddenly with lots of splatters. Playbox 180 and a new Y-Phone 732S and a new Racer Man car driver game. I've been so good I want these really spoiled. Nope. Possession video footage, recorded in infrared, of you along with your gang entering one of my premises via the fireplace. It shows littering, personally removing my valuable property, milk glass and confectionery items. As present, I am preparing to forward this evidence to local authorities unless I receive compensation from your organization in the sum of no less than $100,000. Nope. Invoice for... I'm tempted to keep this as evidence, but I'm pretty sure the evidence is damning enough. Being sued for the amount of $250,000. Destruction of property, damages, emotional suffering, public disturbance, and obscenity. Apparently, your reindeer had defecated across a house or houses as they passed by the area. Nope. Nope, nope. I'm not even bothering reading that one. Bye. Let's get rid of the murder weapon. Jail gonna need bail money. His brother? Okay, Krampus. No. Wow. Wow. That's why you don't outsource. Wow. Okay, so, let's try and get rid of as much things as possible. Because in a second, this entire area is going to be surrounded by soot from another explosion that I am going to cause. Because I know of no other way of disposing of TNT. I mean, unless someone has an idea, I don't. Oh. Right. Ornaments. Oh! We've entered the dangerous... Oh, because I'm hitting the secret area. Okay, that's actually going to be trouble to clean. Whoops. Did not... You know what? I'm already making trouble for myself. Might as well make more. Because, you know, I'm obviously an incredibly good janitor. Did my... Okay. This thing is soiled already. Uh-oh. One of the yellow ornaments got behind the table. There we go. Now then, what was I saying before I got so rudely distracted by things? Yeah, the shotgun goes too. I think everyone has to have something that they can sort of hold to. Some people can be satisfied by saying, you know, their health, or by saying, comfortable living. Some people are patriotic enough that they can get by saying their country. Personally, I don't get that one, but, you know, to each their own. But everyone's got to have something that they can sort of point to and say, this is good. For me, it's family. For me, it's been family for a very long time. At least a good, what, 5 years, maybe? 4 or 5 years? Probably more like 7 or 8 years, honestly. But recently it's also been friends, and I'm really grateful for those too. And now, my expectations were blown away by the response on the YouTube channel. I was fully expecting to go through like 5 6 playthroughs without getting more than 20 subscribers. Especially since I didn't have a lot of, like, a real-life community to pick up on things. A lot of my friends don't watch Let's Plays, and that's pretty cool, you know? People can do, like, different things. But you have to admit, that makes it kind of a challenge for someone without an established community to get noticed. Especially one with as little equipment, technology, skill as I do. I have so much to learn about video editing. Oh boy, I could use so much. I don't have any experience with graphics whatsoever. Not a great artist. And I certainly don't have a copious amount of money in which to invest in a big publicity campaign or connect with a studio or something. Now, this is just me and a computer and sort of teaching myself every single day, trying to get better and better. Trying to get better at talking, trying to get better at bringing topics up, just being interesting. In the end, I don't want to ever make like a I never want to really make a, you know, 420 blaze it, meme-tastic, frag shot compilation. I don't want to make titles that are catchy and clickbaity, like, you know, 101 best builds in Fallout 4, or, you know, the absolute best weapon in this game, how to get it, you know? I'd consider, like, editing down, like, an achievement guide if someone asked me to. Like, saying, you know, oh, I got this achievement in my playthrough. Would you make a guide for that? Oh, sure, you know? But it's like, there we go. At some point you just have to decide what you're willing to do for views or subscribers, and I don't want to take the easy ways out. I want people who watch these videos to say, I watch this video because I find it pleasant, I find it interesting, I find it stimulating, I like engaging with the topics that Maven talks about, I like learning the games that Maven likes. There's a lot of really basic things. And I fully expect I will never become YouTube famous. In fact, I don't plan on it. I don't want to make money off of this. I want to have, like, I want to have a job that I can, you know, use my degree for, use a lot of my passion for, but I want YouTube to be my hobby passion. I want it to be something I can come to, point to, and say, I did this of my own free will to entertain people who freely gave me their attention with no expectations, with no desire for anything in return. I don't want to make this a living. I want to just have this as something I can just feel good about. There's a lot I want to do for a living. I would absolutely love to become a museum curator. I think There's something about telling a story of a people with through objects, through presentation, the physical experience of it. That's something that's so undervalued. I want to help people express themselves, to be represented, to have a voice. I want to speak out against injustice. I want to have a world where everyone can just feel comfortable being themselves, and expecting that people, they don't have to like it, but they just have to empathize with the human desire to just be, and not feel the need to dictate what someone can and can't be, what someone can and can't do. That's what I want to do. Museum curator, non-profit worker. You know, maybe I'll found my own institution. Maybe I'll work with non-profits. There's so many possibilities. So many possibilities, and there's really no pressure for me to have to be a YouTuber. I admire the people who do that. I think it's amazing that they can make this hobby their job. And you can make a hobby a job. You can make something you truly love to do your job. But there's a lot of pressure that comes from having something like this being a job. At some point, you're gonna have to give in to a demand you don't want. A market demand, a publisher demand, a studio demand. Eventually, that's just something that happens. So I don't want to ever have to confront that. If the answer is you can't get past this number of subscribers until you do blank, and the blank is something I don't want to do, then no. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to be doing something that I won't. This is what I want to do. I want to play games and have people watch them. In the end, you only really need to make content that you would enjoy. And you can diversify if you want, but the second you make a type of content you wouldn't enjoy, and also wouldn't enjoy making, you've given up on something. My only real solid goal on this YouTube channel is to get 100 subscribers. After 100 subscribers, I can start applying for a custom URL. And I think that'll make things a lot more comfortable for people. There's something about a really big clunky URL that just doesn't appeal to a lot of people. And it doesn't appeal to me either. Trust me, if I have any other way, I would. But it's like... You know, YouTube says you either have to have 100 subscribers or you have to have an established business, and it's like, neither? Is neither okay? No. Once I get that magical 100 subscribers, then I think everything else, really, it's just, you know, Lanyap. Once I get my custom URL, it's... the only thing I want to do is I want to have viewers. I just want to have people to talk with who are willing to say, hey, I liked this video, or hey, something about this topic you said, I'd like to talk about it. That's the kind of thing I want. That's sort of my ultimate present. Tie back into the Christmas theme, why don't we? Let's just toss it off. Like, holidays for me has never been about presents or money. In fact, recently I've been growing very frustrated with the whole presents thing. Because I don't want people spending exorbitant amounts of money on me. I don't want people finding it as an excuse to spend exorbitant amounts of money on me either. If you're gonna expend an exorbitant amount of money on me, you might as well just do it because you feel like it, or whenever you see something. And if you want to save it for Christmas, so be it. But there's this pressure to have things you want, you just don't get. I've never really gotten, I think. I mean, maybe at one point I did, but... Good, so I could write to you. Oh, this letter is not that bad. It's almost nice. And that was okay, too. Okay, now this one's not good. You see, bad spelling is definitely the naughty list. You can say everything about language shift you want, but that's just lazy. You can tell. Not language shift. Okay then. So, let's go ahead and get rid of... Oh wow. Some of them fell directly in the bucket. That's pretty funny. Oh, one of the giblets fell right in the mud. Okay, well that's definitely going in then. Once one of the body parts falls into a bucket, it's just game over. That bucket is instantly sullied. Alright. We're almost to the point in time where we can start disposing of, the, TNT. That'll be interesting. Oh. Some of those taller garlands. There we go. Can't escape me. Awesome. Now then. it's fine. I clean it up. As long as he gets down. That's the important part. There's one, there's two. Okay.